It's a nightmare. It's absolutely stupid. What have I done? I currently have 7 cars in my fleet and 8 when my daughter is here to visit. Now I've just gone and bought 2 more. Do I have a problem? Is it an illness? No, it is very hard to explain. I did attempt several times, as you can see in this footage, but failed miserably. Yes, I have gotten carried away yet again. But let me try to explain it to you for a second time. Let me give it a go. Ultimately, I'm trying to grow my funds so that I can build a better future for my family and for my passion. I kicked off the channel with just $500 after selling a bunch of old tools and engine crane and stuff like that and buying the Money Pit Suzuki. Go and check that out. Slowly, over multiple projects, I've built the channel and the funds, all of which went back into the Ningy Nugget, producing what I feel was a good resto and a successful sale, pulling in a record price of 35k. So 35k was where the budget was at, and then I spent 4,000 or 5,000 on old Limey here, the Limey bastard, and then life has thrown a few unexpected expenses at me, a few thousand there. And then obviously the purchase of these 2 new vehicles has taken me down to around the mid-20s, just under the mid-20s. So you're probably wondering then, why the hell did I go and buy 2 more? Same here. Well, I'll tell you why. Earlier this year, I tried to buy a house. I found a really cheap house at Ipswich, out of Brisbane, put in a contract. I had deposit, I had someone who was going to help me with the deposit so I could have a 20% deposit. And after 2 brokers and a lot of backwards and forwards, it turns out that the banks were not lending me any money because I suffered quite severely through COVID. I had no work and had to use government funding or government help to keep my business afloat and myself. So therefore I didn't count in the bank's mind. That led me to think, well, I need to increase my funds and my income. So that's why I'm now working basically 5-6 days a week to increase the company's funds. Therefore I need a ute. Can't find a decent ute that I'm happy with, so I bought the blue Hyundai Grandeur to be my work ute. And then my daughter's car has just been an evil witch and keeps playing up and is unreliable, so that needs to be flogged off or sorted out. Then my brother-in-law passed away last year, which threw me into a bit of a emotional state. It was a very unexpected thing for the whole family. They've all culminated together to lead to the point where I bought the cars for a reason, and that will become clearer, I guess, as we move forward in this challenge, I'm calling it. And what is the challenge? Sell or be rid of 5 cars by Christmas. And document it in either short form or long form content. I want to include my work life, my day-to-day goings on, in order to achieve this rather full-on challenge, because I've got to work as well as repair and detail and so forth. I also want to keep you lot in the loop in regards to all the costs, the sale prices, the profits, the losses, and ultimately the aim is to try and build the funds for the channel back up to over 35, somewhere around 45 I'm hoping for. What are the cars and why are we targeting? Let's go through them. Being that this channel is literally about buying neglected nuggets, restoring them or rescuing them and then moving them on to a new family, obviously the Mini is going to be pretty much first cab off the rank. We've recently got that clear coat. 2 times we've done it now, but we've got that done and dusted, and it's listed and on the market. You would have seen that in the previous video. So it's going to take a little while to sell because it's a specific kind of person or lover of these cars, plus the patina that's going to sort of, I probably narrowed my market a little bit too much, but that's the story. That's on the market, so that'll be one of them. The daughter's first car, the Saab 9.3 Aero. This is a hand-me-down from my son's girlfriend. I threw a bit of cash at it, got it reliable. We split the radiator and then ended up cooking the engine, so she's toast, she's gone. I've got to convince the daughter that we are going to get rid of it. She's in love with it. She wants to restore it and rebuild the motor and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to happen in the near future, so it's just going to sit here and rot. I don't want that. So it'll be listed as well. The budget for, well, the sale price isn't going to be great. I'll be lucky to get $1,000, so it's not really going to add to growing the channel's budget or the channel's profits, but it has to go. Little does she know that the Grandeur that we bought, the Grandeur, is actually going to be gifted to her at some stage. I'm working on that as our private car. It was going to be my new work car. Butcher bird going off. It was going to be my new work car, but she needs that reliable vehicle, which I think this is going to be. So I'm going to give it to her. She doesn't know that. And I will sort out her shitbox. My i30N, the current work ute, the former driving school car, has to go. It's costing me $5.50 a month to keep it, and it's starting to get wrecked by taking it to work every day. I've got a lease that's due in about 12 months, so the old N, she has to nick off. I truly have loved the 3.5 years that I've owned and driven this. The joint venture, the Subaru four-wheel drive 1800 touring wagon. Now, you know me, I'm always one not to pass up an opportunity to revive a resto ride. This time I've gone halves with Jordan in this project. I still got to make a few bucks, so I'm hoping that between him and I getting in and hooking in like we did with the Laser last year, we'll get this retro ride looking cool. It's all original, there's no tears in the seats, the dash or anything, and flip it hopefully for a couple of grand's profit. Finally, redemption. This is still a major build. That's why it's still sitting idle in the backyard. It needs a gearbox replacement, a new clutch. One of the guards needs to be replaced, and all that rust looked at. Whether or not we get that over the line is going to be a bit of a stretch, but I'll give it a go. You know that. So that's the 5. And we've also got that witchy shitbox Ford that my daughter owns. We may get rid of that as well. So we could end up selling 6. So there it is, folks. That's the plan. That's the challenge. All of that by Christmas. We want to sell 5 cars or be rid of 5 cars by Christmas. Hope you want to come along with me. Let's go and find it, buy it. Well, I've already found them. I've already bought them. Now I've got to fix them, and then I've got to sell them. Try and have some fun along the way. Remember Rushy, and we'll catch you next time on Flip My Ride. I will be putting up roughly every day or so some shorts on my channel as well. So don't be perturbed by that. There will be full-length videos, but there's going to be a lot of short videos as well. Ciao, and all that shit. God help me. What am I doing?